Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Continue on. Hurricanes and Senators. In this one, the Hurricanes on the road, $1.80, 6.5, under -115.
Well, I'm going to go ahead here and take the Senators on the puck line. I'll take the goal and a half, minus about 160 here. Senators 4-1 the last 5 home games. I'm taking up plus 1.5.
All right, Mindy. Mindy on puck line with the Senators. They've had, the Senators can come up with some decent performances now and then. Playing a pretty good team here, though. Anybody want to try them out? Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, Crow had 10. No, there was one other. There was somebody in the sports news spotlight just within the last couple of days.
He's a pitcher, right?
Huh?
He was a pitcher.
Is that what it was? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it.
I
believe he played for a blue team, like a Brewers or a Toronto.
Oh, a gambling show that lasts 92 minutes, and now I just got to know. All right, we won't delay it. Here we go. Let's keep talking about it. I want to find this here.
Yeah, no, I did see it.
Someone's going to have to do some detective work in the chat. Here's Carolina, Butterscotch, Carolina, and under. Ziggy wants Carolina. And, yeah, it wasn't, yeah. Curtis, Curtis has a lock here. He does like the under. Man, these two teams definitely can produce unders, but the Sharps are going to be on the over, and this is a spot where I trust them. Yeah. And I'm a market guy. Takia on the under, Demetrius here on the Hurricanes. All right, I don't know. Mindy, it's hard to right now. The Hurricanes playing well. I don't mind. Ottawa. They're a nice team at home. They kind of are profitable, if I'm not mistaken. Hurricanes often overpriced on the road. That's for sure. Doesn't mean they're not a great team that can win, but I mean they don't produce enough profit on the road because when they do lose, they seem kind of. Oh, great! Hello to Paul Medford today. Paul, thank you. Welcome to the Morning Steam. Why pick the Senators on the puck line when you can take the Hurricanes on the money line?
Well, for me, it has to do with I have to pay a lot more for a Hurricanes team. I also have the Senators here. So for me, when I do my, scoring calculations, I come up with the Senators being within that variance. So for me, it comes down to what kind of price do I have to pay? I'd rather pay the 160 with a Senators team where I have a couple different options here of winning the game as well. So I could lose by 1 and win. I can win it outright and win. And then, of course, the Senators, I know historically they can go ahead and score versus this Hurricanes team.
No, and we just saw it too, right? I mean, the Senators just came.
And it also depends too if I think that this game is going to go over or under, right? I mean, I have this one as an under 6.5 on my side, so I feel like this game is going to be a closer variance there as well. So those are all kind of the factors that go into what my pick looks like.
Excellent explanation. And I think that I would pose it to you this way if I were to ask you the question. Okay, I think the Hurricane. I'm trying to handicap this here and try to give a winning play too, without just going against you. But I've got this game probably as a 1-goal game. It feels like to me. I think Ottawa, they play pretty tough at home. A 1-goal game is not 180. right? I mean, 1 goal game is maybe one in an NHL, right? In a game that's expected to have close to 7 goals, between 6 or 7 goals at 6.5, something in the either 4-3 or 3-2 range. That does not equate $1.80, right? So uh, does Ottawa at plus 1.5 minus 161? And this is something we've talked about together. We've kind of complained, we joke about it, where you have uh, minus 161 to take that 1.5, or Carolina minus $1.80. If you think it was going to be a 1 goal game, you would take Ottawa, right? And here, and don't forget, we guarantee that both you and I are going to make one play on every game.
Right.
And we're not necessarily even advising to play every game, even though I end up finding a way to get on every game, it seems like, one way or another. But would I trust Ottawa to have at least a chance to win the game? And I think, having shown that they have beaten some very good teams at home, maybe that price of $1.65 or whatever it's going to be is just a better way for you to go as far as you're trying to pick. Look, we can't just make up the line. The line is what it is. So, okay.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that helps with some of our.
It's great to have you, Paul.
Yes.
A great question. And because, again, I mean, it's something that I actually struggle with when trying to determine, because, like, I'm looking at this game and I see a 1 goal game. I see Carolina winning this game by 1 goal. Don't want to lay $1.80. I don't necessarily want to even lay $1. I don't know if Mindy does either. But we're making plays on this game. The line is what it is, and quite frankly, I don't know. It feels like a lot of hockey games are 1 goal games, and good for them, right? Because I don't know, Mindy. Sometimes, only running with a few monitors, right? You can't watch every game. I see a lot of third periods, right? You're like, I better go with that. I better get to that hockey game now. I mean, if it's a very, very good game, it's always going to start on the screens. But then when you start to get down to the bets or the premium plays or whatever, I'm like, all right, 3-2 in the third. I guess I better get over the hockey game. This basketball game's a 25-point blowout. All right, looks like TJ on the over here. Bet the Canes, he said. And Neil here with it. Is that yours? Is that the Neil Boyce scorecast, or is it some public scorecast? If it's the Neil Boyce scorecast, that's what we want. Thanks, Butterscotch. Good job, Mindy. TJ Senator's final pick. Okay, there we go. He says, yeah. I love betting exact scores. I can't lie.
Can't stop.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've usually at least, feel like when I have the bet, I'm like, what's the score going to be? It's awesome when you hit those. So, okay, we've got a gambling problem, whatever, but at least I can bet my premium picks to keep me float. The goalies are playing. Here's Neil with the exact score line. All right. Thanks, Thomas. Always great to have you. All right, Mindy. I'm gonna. Let me just check one more note. Yeah, I'm really. Again, I mean,
Are you stalling? Are you?
Well, no. The whole struggle is exactly what we just talked about.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Paul, that's the other thing about hockey, and you always have to take it into consideration. Like I said.
Yeah, you get down, and then you have to deal with that empty net. Yeah.
Right. But I firmly believe, and I don't have the statistic, and maybe, I don't know if anybody publishes any statistics like this, but I believe, or I just feel more confident in a home team to lay a puck line, because it should be easier to score. Home teams are better, getting that extra, especially a big favorite at home. Rather, a big favorite on the road, like Carolina is here, to me, it is tougher to lay that goal and a half on the road. So I think anybody who watches my hockey, and I'm sure nobody does, actually. If you go back and look at my hockey premium bets down the list, you'll see a pattern. And again, my hockey picks, basically 50 units on this site in 16 months. But there have a lot of totals too. But when it comes to a few puck line, you'll see exactly where I'm laying that puck line and where I'm not. So maybe like similar like the Jets, things like that. So great questions, Paul. And that's hockey. That's hockey. But you know what? In the playoffs, it's different. Can't wait. All right, Mindy. I guess I gotta decide, huh? All
Yeah.
right. Under it is for me
Yeah.
with these two teams. Got Ranta in there without closing his open paragraph there. Curtis says, "Get on with it." I am just yapping today.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab, where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.